This is Hendrik Taladar with the June Nullsec recap. As June began, Hero Coalition completed their conquest of the Catch region after several weeks of system grinding. The region was taken from against all authorities, leaving Solar Fleet the last holding Sov alliance of the defeated Russian coalition. Nearby in the Providence region, N3 coalition member Nullsec continued their attempt to farm fights out of Providence, the region's local coalition of role-playing alliances. Roughly halfway into the month, the CFC and N3 finally had a clash of sorts in the Delve system of QY6-RK. The catalyst for the fight was a capital ship assembly array tower that was due to come out of reinforcements thanks to the efforts of Black Legion and Pasta Syndicate. Naturally, the CFC formed a defensive fleet, and N3 and Hero Coalition opted to take the opportunity for a short but engaging large fleet fight. This was the largest fight between the CFC and their N3 rivals since the ending of the Halloween War earlier in the year. The CFC were able to defend the capital ship assembly arrays and eventually drove N3 and Hero off the field. N3 coalition member and FC Pro God Legend stated that he was, quote, more or less pleased with the fight both from a strategic perspective and as entertainment, end quote. In the galactic Far East, CFC member Fidelis Constans attempted to invade the region of Geminate, home to a legion of XX Death XX. According to FCON's leadership, the invasion was due to the Alliance being in need of a new test for its PvP players. FCON leadership emphasized the invasion wasn't a quote-unquote serious business one, and that it was simply to cut some of the stagnation and boredom out of their EVE activities. The region was chosen and specifically determined that the other CFC members would not participate in the fight due to a long-standing relation with the Legion of XX Death XX. The decision was also made due to Geminate residents equaling roughly in size the total of FCON's membership, making it for an even war. Legion of XX Death XX have held the defensive line and have been able to keep FCON from successfully capturing any of their systems. June was an example of a quote-unquote lazy summer that Nullsec is expected to have despite a plethora of changes coming to EVE Online. The length of the Halloween War and the political landscape of Nullsec has, for most people, been the causes for the sudden lack of large-scale fighting. Throughout June, however, there have been an array of notable kills orchestrated by a handful of Nullsec entities. Primarily, Shadow Cartel and Pandemic Legion were both able to kill a cumulative of 2 Titans belonging to Triumvirate in 2 consecutive days across the map. The first Titan, a Ragnarok belonging to Oh God Not in the Face, was destroyed in the low-sec system of Eitjangard in the Metropolis region thanks to attempts by Shadow Cartel. The next day, Pandemic Legion killed a second Ragnarok, this time belonging to Tapani of Triumvirate, in the system of Ishkad in the southern region of Derelik. Not to be left out of the Titan killing activities for the month, N3 coalition member Northern Coalition kinked a Titan that had eluded them for several months when they finally got the drop on an Avatar-class Titan in TG-Z23, a system in the Stain region. The Avatar belonged to Graham Jackson and was first spotted several months ago when the Alliance was based out of Esoteria. As the end of June came, against all authorities having recently been evicted from their home region of Catch were struck another blow as Pandemic Legion killed an Avatar-class Titan in the system of Nierl, found in the Derelik region. In total, 4 Titans reportedly met their end throughout the month. That concludes the June Nullsec recap. For more EVE Online news, videos, interviews, and features, visit thematani.com.